Welcome back to the Sparring Session. It's Mr. Six Ways with my co-host.
Dre the Matrix, Mr. 20 and 0. And we have today, again, the lovely Carrie D. How you doing today?
So look, y'all, we wanted to make sure that we gave her more than a conversation about her business. So we really want to talk about some conversations that a lot of y'all probably want to talk about. So the first question we had to ask was, does body count matter?
I don't think it matters.
It definitely matters.
So if your man's caught 200 bodies, it don't matter? Don't change your face now.
Working at the hospital and everything that you
This
think
is
in
how
your
I
mind.
feel about. But that's a different topic.
And he got 200 bodies, but he get checked every 3 months.
That's a completely different topic. Only because I work at the hospital and I've seen so much.
No, but I'm saying like he gets checked every 3 months, but he got 200 bodies.
3 months doesn't mean anything. Like the time. That's a different topic. So as far as when it comes to a body count, I'm not. When I first meet a man and I feel like I'm going to go somewhere with him, like actually pursue him, I'm not asking him how many women he has been with. That doesn't have anything to do with me and him being in a relationship.
I'm not going to ask a female the same thing, but those conversations do come up. Because I can't have no female who's done slept with about 50 motherfuckers. I just feel like that's too easy for me. Like,
Okay, but even if a female has, do you think she's going to actually tell you the truth about that? No, she's not. So now you with her and she's been with 50 people in real life and she told you 10.
You got to get whole facts before you do all this. Now you got to go get the facts and find the background.
Do you feel like it's lame if dudes put a girl in a group chat before we start talking to her?
I do. I just feel like, I feel like that's immature.
We need to know who this is. So
Because everybody's gonna have their own perception about people, their own opinion about people.
But also at the same time,
a man could be hurt because deep down he really wanted to pursue something with her. For her, she just felt like she didn't want that, so now she gonna tell everybody that she was a hoe. That has happened to me personally.
No, but at the end of the day, I don't want nobody that he is messing with.
Then that's different.
Somebody say
that's different.
But at the same time, y'all put niggas in group chats.
I don't do that.
When we talking about the female,
No, I be
as a
like,
whole.
girl, look at this man or that man. And then, you know what I'm saying? I show her the picture and she be like, girl, that's what's the name, so-and-so, so-and-so. Then at that case, I might ask questions. But other than that, like, no, I'm not asking somebody else about a man that I'm pursuing. Like, I make my own decisions based on my man.
So you and Buddy been talking for 3 months, and you say you don't tell your homegirls about him, right?
No, I immediately tell them about him. I might not be like, what do you think about him, or do you know him? I'm just be like, girl, look at this man I done met. Like,
that's the same thing.
That's the same thing
we
we
do.
doing.
That's it. But I'm not doing it to ask them do they know him or anything.
So would you talk to a
comes with
dude
the
after
picture.
your homegirl?
No,
Why not?
because I just feel like
He could be great for you. He just was bad for her. And he got her at the wrong time.
that's fine. I don't know. I just feel like I don't want
could've
somebody
been your
I don't want to be with somebody that's been with one of my girls.
So what if they just talked and didn't do that?
But what if she fired? Huh?
What?
I mean, that's just not. I mean, that's just enough. That's just my. I don't know.
Okay.
What?
No, I'm talking about okay. So then my next question is, does it matter where y'all go on the first date?
Not necessarily. Not necessarily, only because I feel like there's probably conversation that has transpired before the date.
Hold on, because he's trying to say exactly, and I know he's throwing shade and some salt. First of all,
She already agreed with me on the chat, so it ain't even no point in trying this.
that's still not a first date. A 4 for 4 is not a fucking first date.
If I took you to get Wendy's on a first date, that doesn't mean that I had to end the date at the 4 for 4.
I feel like a first date should be more creative.
That does not mean
I
that
don't
the
thi- I
date
don't think-
ended at the 4 for 4.
I don't even think a first
Yeah.
date necessarily has to be creative. I think that honestly, a first date really is
Should
just
be
like
about the vibe.
the vibe, like, cause there's no point in even.
I ain't trying to catch no
Going
vibe at no
any-
damn Wendy's.
I mean, you would be surprised when you have a real
But
conversation.
I'm saying, like, if you think about it, you first meet up with somebody, like the best times is like meet up with somebody, sitting in the car and having a conversation in the car for hours.
We can
At
go
that
walk at a
point,
park or something for all that.
yeah, but I'm just saying.
But at
like,
the same time, she might be on that 24-hour shift and she only got 10, 15 minutes to eat. So me taking her to Wendy's, you know what I'm saying?
said 10. Oh, what?
She might have 10, 15 minutes to eat, so she
you
wants
talking
something
about
quick.
like how her schedule
Yeah,
is.
so it's like,
All right,
you don't know.
why we take a stroll around the hospital and talk?
She's hungry. She may not want to be in the hospital. She may want to get away.
That
from
has
it.
happened to me before. Like a man that I like just been texting, like we ain't actually met up. Like I was like, man, I'm hungry as hell. I don't want that cafeteria food, and he brought me some Chipotle.
Yeah, what's up?
And like my first time seeing him outside of like my initial meeting him, like you know when he got my number, my first time seeing him was like outside the hospital.
Hospital talking.
And
I was eating my Chipotle and we were just sitting there talking.
And I've talked to girls that use like dating apps. Like I always be posting stuff. A lot of girls get on those apps just to go on dates to get food. Like literally.
Oh no, that's a fact.
So it's like
That's
me going
crazy.
out my way to make a creative date for you. You
I
probably
didn't know
don't
that
even
was a
take.
thing.
That's
Bro, that's a
thing.
legit thing. So it's like if I say 4 for 4 or I say Starbucks or something like that, and you automatically on the fence, it's like what are you really coming from? Because if you coming for the vibe, it don't matter where we go. Because as a dude, if a girl like yo, the only place I can meet you at is Wendy's, how many dudes gonna be like, nah, I ain't coming because she told me to come to Wendy's? That goes back into the double standard. Because the dude gonna pull up. If he really pursuing, he coming wherever you
Now I
at.
mean, now of course, now like the second date, like I'm gonna be like, okay, you done planned something for us, right?
Yeah, because
But, like,
y'all
now
done got the
this is-
vibe.
Yeah, but I don't feel
I'm
like.
not going no Wendy's because I'm not eating this shit. I'm not
I mean,
gonna take nobody
but
nowhere.
it's-
I mean, let's not even like just say.
It's just any fast
Raising
food place.
Cane's, that,
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like anything. Like I agree with that. I don't think that it has to be. Sometimes a first date is not necessarily like a whole
like big
movie
shindig.
dinner. Like,
Because you do all this nice stuff for her and then she leave you on block. And then you looking stupid because I took on a creative date.
and
You
then
wasted
not
your
only that,
time.
but like me personally, like I be wanting to like chill with somebody just for a little bit to see if I even want to go on a date with them. Because I may not like. What if you got a whole day planned and like after the first like hour, I'm like I don't even really want to kick it with you.
And that's why I say like, oh girl talking about dudes putting them to the test. But the thing is, if you saying a dude is putting you to the test and they manipulating you by taking you to Wendy's, what are you doing by saying that you don't want to go to Wendy's? Because that's a test in its own too.
I've gotten got like that before. I've got the food got before, so I understand that to an aspect, but it wasn't nothing.
But I'm just saying, like, women will be like, you testing me, but what are y'all doing when y'all trying to figure out where we take you on the first date? Y'all are grading us not based off the date. Y'all are grading us based off of where we went.
How much money we spent.
Exactly. So you talking about a dude, and that goes into one of the girls in her comments. You said dudes manipulate. That's manipulation, and that's testing a woman. A woman shouldn't be tested. But what do y'all do when y'all say, "Oh, I can't go to this place"? Because at the end of the day, even if
I
you
don't think that's manipulation.
it's not. Even if you don't eat Wendy's, we could go get 2 lemonades. You could get 2 Frosties. You know what I'm saying? It could be
Go
anything.
get some ice cream.
Yeah, it's a conversation. Because are you coming for the conversation or are you coming for the food?
Right.
And that's how I really know it ain't really a test. Because if you can't go there, that shows me a lot about you. You really didn't come for the right reason.
I think they were mad at the coupon part though.
I mean, regardless with the coupon or not. I mean, I
They
feel
were
like
mad
people
at
that
the
make
coupon part.
people that make money, they save in ways that they can. That's just like tax breaks. That's how I know they ignorant and they don't make no money. Because why you think people get luxury cars? They don't get them because they cute. They get them to write them off.
Yeah, I don't know. I definitely think a woman will be a little bit shallow if she feels that way.
Yeah, and a lot of women are, you take me to, whoa, where'd you take me to? Like, what you coming for? It's the conversation that gets you there.
I mean, because even then, like I said in the comments, I said I feel like before you even go on that date with that person, you're already gonna know whether this man has money or not. Like that's one of the first things that you ask when you meet somebody. What do you do for a living? So if our first date is us going to get a 4 for 4, we have already established the fact that like both of us have money. We only doing this because this is just what the vibe is right now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to meet nobody and I don't even know what you do for a living. Like I'm not even gonna waste my time. Like that's gonna be my first question, really. Like, so I feel like
I didn't even look at it like that.
she
like,
can't
you know
say
what the dude
she
making.
can't say like, oh, well, you don't have money. You knew he didn't have money before. I mean, unless y'all just started talking, you never asked him that. And if you didn't ask him what he do for a living, then you probably don't really have no career yourself because you don't want him to ask you the same thing. But like that's my first question.
You know
is what you do for a living.
I never thought of that shit.
Like,
Yeah.
If a female don't ask what you do and she don't want you to, I never thought.
I'm not finna ask somebody no question if I
But
don't
you
want
wanna
to
know?
ask me the
You wanna know the
same.
real though,
That's
bro?
why.
Like when I go places, like when I meet people, I always do that. Like I won't tell you who I am. I won't tell you what I do, just to see how the conversation go. Like we was at 7th District in Charlotte today, and I was talking to the waitress. I was like, bro, I ain't got no money to pay for my food. She said, oh well, you know that's no problem. I was like, so I was just messing with it. I'm like, so you got me? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can get a job here? She's like, yeah. She's like, you just can't date nobody like me. Oh, okay. But a lot of times these females literally talk to you based off of either status or what you have.
What's your waitress?
Exactly. But they do that. Like, bro, my homeboy.
No, I mean, I'm not gonna say I will only date a man based off of his status or what he's have, but I'm definitely like.
You got a match.
Yeah, you definitely can't be broke.
And that's the thing, like, there's so many women like that, bro. It's crazy. Like, they legit.
Like, I'm not gonna date you for your status or for your money because I have my own, but you definitely. You
bro, my LB, no cap. We was in Houston. Bro, shot on Shawty line, heavy. He posted his receipt. He bought like some 1942 lemon drop shot. So his bill was like $150. And he posted like, man, how I spend this on myself? Off the hump. She like, oh, when we going? Ain't responded, bro, for about 2 weeks.
I told you, it's a lot of things about now is about what a person can get out of you.
And that's it.
And that's it. It's about who you can get the most out of.
Yeah.
And that's why I say, that's why I carry like females how I carry them now.
I feel like a lot of women are like that.
And I think that's why a lot of them don't like me, because it's like, I'm gonna give you what y'all giving us. You got all these checklists and all this stuff that we gotta have before y'all can talk to us. Y'all ain't gonna talk to no broke dude. All right, baby, what's your credit score?
And I feel like that's reasonable. I do.
Like, what's your credit score?
I feel like that's.
Hey, yo.
I feel like that's valid. Like.
And they look stupid. Like, you see the girl when I asked her, I'm like, yo, what's your credit score? What you made? What they gotta do anything?
I mean,
that don't
because the
matter.
thing is, like,
a
woman, you don't want your woman to be another bill.
A dependent.
Now you still need a splurge on me for sure. Like, I still need spoiled. Like,
that's been my whole argument for the last few weeks. It's like,
at me.
build a chick up. That's what they looking for. But you just said it, the dependent woman. So y'all all was screaming. Hold on, RK. I want you to look up.
Being a dependent
No. I want you to look up.
A
dependent and a builder up. What's the difference between them?
A dependent is somebody that's a leech.
Somebody you building up, you ain't got to necessarily spend money. You can spend time.
When you're building somebody, you're not necessarily.
Hold on. Go ahead. Say what?
I was letting Dre finish.
No, go ahead. Say what you about to say.
A dependent is a leech. Like, they never have anything. But like when
like
you
they
build,
couldn't do it for themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the thing. It's a thin line between that build up and that leech.
No, it's
now, hear me out. Hold on. It's not. Because you have some.
Sit on the sides of the street, nigga.
Let me. Can I talk? Because when you talking building somebody up, it doesn't guarantee that time you invest in them, they actually build themselves up. So that's time wasted and that's money wasted. Because a lot of people are gonna act just like girls do with these rappers. They build them up and they don't never do nothing.
That's a lot different from what I'm saying as far as being spoiled though.
Well, no, I ain't talking about you. When they talking about dependent, the build up can be a leech. It's just in disguise as they want you to build them up and they really don't plan on going nowhere.
So you build somebody up, they're not coming with nothing.
So they can still have a little something and still be. Dudes do it all the time with these rap careers. They stay with their girl, they quote unquote make music, and they still never go nowhere. And after 5 years, the girl like, baby, what you doing? Like, hey, I done spent $100,000 on you in the last 6 years, and you still ain't became a rapper.
So how you tell the difference between the two? Because I mean, but you've like told me like my situation is kind of different. Because it's like,
that's what I'm saying. You tell the difference is because at the same time, if I'm not gonna use the word build up. I'm supporting what you're already doing. The difference is when you're building somebody up, they not anywhere because you're building them to what you want them to be. Mm-hmm. When you're supporting somebody, that's like, okay, she like, I'm being a nurse, I'm about to become a physician. All right, what you need from me? It may not be monetary, it may not be physical, it may just be something she needs. When you have nothing and you're like, oh, I'm trying to figure something out, now I'm building you up. Now I'm helping you become what I need you to be. So it's a thin line between being a little bit of support and actually somebody carrying somebody up, because people tell you that all the time. When you're on your journey to success, you don't have time to bring people with you because at the end of the day, y'all all can't get there at the same time.
Who said the opposite of this?
We've had multiple conversations based off of that.
Yeah, like we've had conversations outside of this.
We've had conversations in here about that. That's just like your homeboys. You cannot take them with you right away. You can't do the same for your girl. If you on
I
a
just lost a best friend because of that. I'm really sad about that, but yeah.
Because at the end of the day, even if you're building them up, you're putting a lot of time into somebody that may not even have that time into themselves. That's like Dre and them telling me to come work out, and they like, ain't go eat. I'm not cutting away the way I'm supposed to. It's not because they're not working me out. They're building me up. But they're also wasting their time working me out every day if I'm not going to eat right.
So it really becomes a question on yourself. Like, are you really, like...
A person has to take accountability.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I say a leech and a dependent can build a person up can become that leech or that dependent. You won't know till you start doing the action. You get what I'm saying?
Or you know a person.
Yeah, you or knowing the person, but it's
you know a person's character when you're messing with a person.
I feel like a lot of people character change as you go. That's just like people say when people get married that they change through the marriage. The person you marry in the beginning is not the person you with.
People grow, I feel like.
And they grow in different ways.
I feel like their character should be the same, but I feel like
I
people
think,
should mature and grow. Like
I think people's situations can change their character. Because if you think about it, like, if something tragic happened that goes left, your trust could be gone. You could have been a chill person in the beginning. That's just like people, and I hate to say it, when people lose close parents, they're not the same after that. A lot of people aren't. They change a lot, even in their character.
I ain't gonna lie, you right, you dead on that. You right.
So
right.
you can have somebody's character be a certain way when you first start, and certain things happen in their life. Certain challenges happen. I hate to say it, somebody gets raped. It's like, babe, you should have been there. Like, how the hell I was gonna be there and I was 3 hours away? But they're not the same person with you no more. So it's like, no matter how you look at a situation, you could build a person up. It doesn't guarantee that they're going to be that person that you invested that time in.
Even if the person has something, that can change that person.
That's what I'm saying.
Person can have more than you, and their character can change. So that doesn't mean that.
Y'all said the character. Character can always change.
Exactly. A person can always
from the
change.
standpoint
But that's what
of
I'm
what you're
saying.
saying.
No matter what a person has or a person's status,
you said you will know by their character if you can build them up or not. You don't always necessarily know that. The only person that you can count on when you building somebody up is you. You know what you gonna do. I could put $100,000 and say, Dre, yo, turn this boxing gym up. That don't mean you gonna do that. Or I can be like, Dre, you know what? I'm gonna start speaking for 6 months to help you build this gym up. That don't mean you gonna put the work in.
I don't want you around me that goddamn much.
But you miss me. Y'all be missing me when I'm on the road.
I don't want
But
you
that's the
around
thing.
that
So when
damn
we
much.
talking about building up and we talking about dependent, they're the same thing. A lot of things what people don't understand is you don't know a person's true intentions till they show them. I don't care how much you think you know a person.
I mean, that's what happens with, like, that's why relationships are challenged the most when, like, something happens.
So you could think you know a person all day long and you like, oh, this person is going to
When
be
they
this.
put in, like, a bad situation or a life-changing situation, that's when you really get to know somebody.
So the question is not whether they're dependent or at least, it's what risk you willing to take. Because you can't get that time back. And that's the whole thing I've been saying. It's not that, she making $30,000 and I'm just like, oh my God, she just broke. Nah, like, if you making $30,000 at 29, 28, like, why? And I'm not trying to find out your why. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with you making $30,000.
Judging a person, you don't know a person's story.
That's cool. It's not my story to go read.
I'm judging, I'm sorry.
It's not my story to read. If it was meant for me to have you, I'm going to have you. Think about India Love and Devin Haney. Bro, the man made a video like, you going to be my wife one day. She looked at him and laughed at him. Boy got the belts. And she, oh my gosh, that's the love of my life. I love him so much. It was meant for him to have her. But she wasn't giving him the time of day when he had them braces in his mouth.
Hold on. It wasn't meant for him to have it. He a fucking idiot. Because you should know a person when they didn't want you back then, they want you when you got something. You should know a person from that.
I mean, it depends on where they at in life. Like I said, it's very difficult being in certain rooms with a person that ain't ever been in that room. You have to really structure that person to understand that room. She can't if she's with doctors and they go to a dinner and she talking to a hood dude, like, bro can't come in there with his pants sagging and his grill in his mouth and smelling like weed. She got like, babe, babe, can you please go take a shower? Let me put an outfit out on. Can you at least wear the polo, please? Like, nobody want to deal with that. But you gonna take the little wretched in there.
I don't know. No. Fuck no.
You gonna take the little
Fuck no.
You gonna take the little wretched to the fight, ain't you? She in there. Dre, I ain't never been here before. They got chicken tenders and fries. You doing it?
You done had one
And y'all
of
in
them.
nosebleeds.
You done had one of them motherfuckers.
Y'all in the
honest.
nosebleeds.
You done had one of them motherfuckers. You gotta be fucked up.
So, but why not? She got potential.
What that got to do with anything?
That's what you say. You say she got
No,
potential.
no,
She's your
no.
piece, bro.
Does money matter to you? Does money matter to you?
Money doesn't matter. A person matters to me. So a person's actual, true, genuine character. If you can
Ladies,
be
y'all
you can
better
have
find
all
y'all
the money
trade.
in the world and be a fucked up person.
Okay,
What if
but
the pussy trash?
What?
But her personality straight, because you know that's the conversation you had earlier. So,
That still adds into a fucked up
so when
person.
you
That
say
matters.
when you
That matters a lot.
absolutely.
Thank you. Sex matters a lot in a relationship.
No,
But if it doesn't-
money
if-
matters, and so does both matter. It's realistic. I mean, you got sex. You have to. A person has to have
Because
sex to
if
live.
you can't satisfy that person is going somewhere else.
And if you ain't got the money I like, I'm going somewhere else.
I'm gonna say I would say both matter.
Money is important in life.
Okay, but so could you date somebody that made $30,000 a year?
Why are you making $30,000
You don't know. You trying to holler.
Because she just doesn't really like have any true ambition in what she's doing.
She's
Happy, but she ain't never thought about nothing else but working at the call center. So that's just what she do.
Then no. Hell no, I don't want you. Now, if you making this and you're in school, you're trying to get a
Or
degree
no,
or
like
something like
what
that.
if her degree is she went to school to be a teacher? Teachers don't really make shit. So but you still gotta go to school to be a teacher. So she has her master's degree in teaching, but she's still only making $40,000 a year. You okay with that? Like that's her career.
That's all she want to do.
That's what she want to do. She loves teaching. She don't really care about the money. She just loves teaching.
She loves teaching. What does she do at home? What does she take care of home? What does she bring to the table? Does she take care of home? Does she make sure you're fed? Does she make sure home is a home? Then it's okay. Because there's plenty of people who don't make money and still get that same privilege.
So money don't really matter to you.
No, it's money.
That's fine.
Because money can change at any chance.
That's fine. Everybody have their own opinion. Money matters to me. Sex matters to me.
So I'm gonna say this. Here's the thing, cause a teacher is a little bit different. Cause I'm missing 6 weeks. If my shorty a teacher, and she said she like teaching people, we gonna make that 30,000 60 quick. Cause I'm gonna show you a strategy to do what you already love doing. If you chasing your passion, it's different. You know what I'm saying? Teachers don't make money, but the sacrifice they make it is way different than anything else. So it's a different caliber of that person. But at the same time, if you're making 30,000 at this one school and you love teaching, hey baby, how you feel about moving? Let's go to a bigger state. I got a connection at X, Y, and Z. Let's get you in this right school.
And she's okay with it. That's fine then.
No, I'm saying based off me, I would transition. Now that's where I would support because you're already doing what you want to do. That's why I say I would support somebody that's already in their field.
So
but if you just going
example,
to school,
you said she's a teacher, right? She said she loves teaching. So whatever let's say she's teaching first grade right now. She said, I want to teach a college course. I want to be able to teach college course. That's still making progress to you making a bigger goal.
So why you not there yet?
Man, shit like that ain't just easy.
It's called applying.
It doesn't always necessarily work.
Are you
That mean you
applying
ain't
yourself,
applying
or
enough.
are you slacking off and just not being lazy?
The thing is, and I learned this from one of my partners. I can't keep, I stay on jobs long. I got 2 partners that go from job to job to job to job. They're always applying. They're always looking for the next paycheck that's going to pay them more than what they do. Once they get to that next amount, then they quit the last job. Then they go searching for a new job. Because of the fact that they know that at the end of the day, if I don't search or I don't try to survive, I'm not going to eat. So if you're a first grade teacher, you need to get your degree so that way you could be even a professor at a college. So when you looking for that, what jobs are you looking for right now to intern in? When you're off at 3 o'clock, what school are you going to sit up under a professor from 4 to 8 with to make sure that you're building that name and building that resume to do that? It's a lot that comes with that. A lot of people tell you what they want to do, and I guess that comes from me being in the business I'm in. I can't tell you how many people I talk to on a day-to-day basis that say, hey man, I'm when I start this business, I'm gonna da-da-da-da-da. All right, bro.
What you doing to get there?
That's
exactly
or
what,
you talk
that's
to him
exactly
2 weeks
what
later,
I,
they
what
ain't
I
doing
talked to
nothing.
my ex about. The issue that I had with him is he had all of these goals and aspirations,
But they don't do nothing with them.
There would be no plan to get there, no action to get there. Yeah.
And like
you could
Chris,
you could want to do
like
something.
Chris say, success loves speed. So at the end of the day, it's not hard to get to certain places. It's how much work are you willing to get there. Mm-hmm. Like I tell people all the time, when it comes to the credit space, yes, I could be at the tables with some of the bigger names. I know personally it's not because it wasn't my time. I didn't work as hard as the next person. When me and RK first met and we was talking about speaking, I say, Arcade, to get to that next level, outwork me. If you outwork me, I guarantee you're going to get there. Bro came to me a couple weeks ago. I was like, bro, I cannot outwork you. Certain people have certain mentalities. So it's like a lot of people tell you what they want to do and what they can do. And I'm not saying bro not working. It's just somebody's going to work a little bit harder. Somebody's going to put that little bit of extra effort. So if you're working at 28 and making $30,000, you're fine with where you're at. Because you could still be in school and make more than $30,000. It's plenty of jobs that's going to give you more than that. It's what you choose to do. It's what makes you feel safe and comfortable. And I think that's where a lot of people mess up at. It's not the fact that I care about money or certain things in a relationship. I need a woman that has a certain type of drive. And I guess that better answers the question. If she got hustle in her, she care about the house, but she also care about what she doing in her free time. Because the house don't need you to sit and watch it. The house watch itself. What are you doing when I'm not there?
So, I got a question for both of y'all. Both of y'all grew up in like single parent households, right? You did too?
I mean, I was a few different
The more you
houses.
talk, the more I see why you're single as fuck. But continue.
I mean,
Continue, okay.
you single too,
Continue,
bro.
okay.
So I mean, we both single. So clearly, you ain't
Continue,
doing
okay.
nothing right either. As a matter of
Okay.
fact, y'all go love my boy Dre.
Hold on.
Me either, 'cause
Dre's
I'm
single
single
by
too.
choice.
Anthony
because
single
of-
by choice.
Hold on. You're single because you're looking for some other shit.
I'm
I'm
not.
single because I don't feel like I need to.
I mean,
Well,
it's a
I'm not
thousand.
with that shit right
It's
now. I'm
millions.
29.
It's millions of women out here. The same thing that you want in a woman and what I want in a woman is plenty of women that's both ways. So it ain't a fact of being single. When you have a success-driven woman, they're gonna catapult you. Like
What
some
was
women
your
like talking about
question?
money.
And you said I don't talk. You literally told me I don't want to come home and ask you about your day. I want to know about your goals.
What is
Every
wrong
day.
with that?
Every day.
Because I'm making sure you accomplish
Every
them.
day.
I would hope that you checking in to make sure somebody's on top. That's being an accountability partner. What I lack at, you strong at. What I'm strong at, you lack at. So if I'm focusing on your goals, therefore we're focused on getting you somewhere.
You don't have a compassionate bone in your body.
That's not being compassionate.
No, but like you said, you came from a single parent home. What you must you didn't see that. That's your fault. That's not
at the
your
end of the
fault,
day-
man. That's not your fault.
But I'm not
That's
going.
you.
But you can't knock that. Some men want to go ask how
And
the day
you
is
can't
going.
knock the other way, but you
I'm
did
not.
about 32 times.
I'm not. At the end of the day, if I want a success-driven woman, yes, I'm gonna ask you about your goals.
See how that worked out.
Some people need that. There's a lot of people that pay us good money to make sure that they reaching their goals. Like some women are more satisfied by hitting certain goals. Me asking you how your day is, and me being like, yo, there's a doctor's office that want to pay you double what you're getting paid right now. What's gonna make you more happy?
Be realistic, nigga. That shit don't happen every day.
That can happen though. The same way you asking the same question every day. Here's the thing about asking somebody how their day going, and I'm gonna answer your question. If somebody's day's going wrong, they're gonna tell you. If you had a bad day, you gonna bring it up.
They're not. A lot of people don't say shit if you don't ask.
Okay. If you asking the same constant question every day, when you gonna spice it up? Since you want to talk about me asking about goals.
You think that's the only thing we gonna talk about? You talk about goals every day. That's the same conversation.
That's not necessarily the same conversation. You don't know what I talk about on every day. I'm more focused on business. That's where my mind is at. That's what I like doing. Just the same way somebody likes playing video games and somebody likes watching scary movies. It's what that person likes talking about. You have some people that like reading books and talking about books. That's why they're book clubs. And some women will prefer you to talk to them about their book club more than their job. It's all in the avenue of the person you're dealing with. Like I said, what's your question, RK?
Okay, so both of y'all kind of came from single parent households or just households where like both parents was in the house. So something that I just kind of noticed, like with individuals that kind of come from that background, they're like more like success driven. They have like a different like drive. Like, cause I'm like kind of with Dre, like money necessarily don't matter to me, simply because like I've seen that all
Money
my life.
comes and goes.
It
A
comes and
genuine
goes.
person
Like,
is not.
So here's the thing about that.
But what was the question?
The question is like,
Is independent people, like single family household people, why they're more success driven? Because they come from a 2-parent household.
The question is like, do y'all find like more security within like just being like financially stable? Because like you know for a fact that y'all will be able to provide for yourselves, or is just the drive just kind of come from like just like experiences that y'all had growing up?
So You want to go first?
I would say the first option.
So I'm gonna say this because coming from a 2-parent household, you only see one side of what happens in a household.
No.
What you mean?
Not.
No, hear me out. What I'm about to
You
say.
can't say that if you never been in it.
Can I finish what I'm saying? You don't even know what I'm about to say.
You just said you only see one side of something. You do not.
What I mean by that is, literally, the effects of a single parent household is different than a household with 2 people in it. Because let's say a 2-parent household, somebody is lacking in money. The other person can pick up a job. You don't have nobody on the other side of you to depend on. It's not where mommy and daddy both can go get a job. If mommy don't have it, mommy don't got it. You feel what I'm saying? And when you're raising multiple kids and you're working and all of that, because here's the thing with a 2-parent household. If, let's say you need help with your homework, was somebody there to do it?
Yeah.
My mama at work. You feel what I'm saying? So it's not the same. No matter how, even if I'm not in that household has a way to
But
balance.
That's opinionated too, because I'm living in a single parent household.
We not saying that you didn't, bro.
No, I'm saying that's opinionated also.
But it's a fact. If you look at a majority of parents that have time, a 2-parent household is going to automatically have more time than a single parent
take
household.
initiative and make sure their
It's
child
not,
still
that's
gets
not
through
what I'm
everything
saying.
else.
You're still going to have more time. It's 2 people, no matter how you look at that.
Yeah, Dre, you right, but more times than none, that kid is gonna have to like fend for themselves.
Yeah.
Like more times than none, if there's a 2 parents in a household, like the kid is gonna get more versus a single parent. I mean, that's just obvious.
It depends on the parent. No,
Right.
that's not true. It depends on the parents.
And
Because I've had more in a single parent household than I've had in a double parent
We're
household.
not saying that you didn't. You using your one situation. Either way, 2 people are going to give more time than one person. That's 48 hours compared to 24.
yeah. And the reason I asked that question was because like my fiance, she came from a single parent household and like she has the same mentality as y'all, and I don't understand it.
I mean, so the thing is, a single parent household and a double parent household could be the same, depending on the situation. You feel what I'm saying? Like, my mom and my uncle, they grew up with both of their parents. My granddaddy was a drunk, so like even though he was there, he wasn't there. You feel what I'm saying? Because he was always somewhere drunk. My grandma took care of the household. But see, the difference between what my mom dealt with and what I dealt with is, regardless of what them 2 had, he still was sometimes around. My pops was never there. No matter if I came single household, double house, he couldn't come if he wanted to come. You feel what I'm saying? It wasn't no man in the house. It wasn't no man that she could call and be like, okay, it's going to be da-da-da-da. And even when she got a husband, I was already, left field. You feel what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, regardless of how people want to look at it from a single household to a double household, it's double standards on both ways. Because like I tell people all the time, when it comes to a CEO, like a person that live in the suburbs, they have more pain points than me from a family perspective. Why? Because somebody from a suburb, if something happens to little Billy in the suburb, ain't nobody in the suburb calling their mama. Now, some suburbs, yeah. But majority of the time, everybody stay in their house and they stay out the way. When you come to the hood, if Dre got locked up tomorrow, bro, somebody's calling his mama and be like, yo, they just picked Dre up. What happened, man? That side ain't gonna have that. So it's controversial, yeah. It's certain situations. Some people are in special situations, yes. But when you look at statistics and you really go from the numbers and you dive into the numbers, more people that have been successful and more people that are CEOs and stuff like that, most of the time come from a single parent household. That's facts, and we can Google it. Like that, them are legit numbers. But it's because of the fact that they seen somebody struggle in a way that most people don't. You got in a special situation because you saw both sides. Everybody don't get that.
Yeah.
So you can't put your opinion with somebody that did that. Because you are in a special situation where you've seen both sides of the table. Where somebody that has never seen both sides of the table, they can't give you a balance from both sides of the table. You got to choose which side you actually favor.
And that's why you're talking one way, and I said you can't talk that.
But
type
you
of way.
can because you're in a two double. You was in both situations.
I've been in multiple situations.
He hasn't. So his situation, he hasn't seen the single parent household either.
Yeah.
You get to pick which one you want to choose.
Most people have
They
not
don't have the
both.
option to see both sides.
Okay. had single parent households. I've had grandmother households.
That's
I'm
a
just saying,
blessing.
most people have
Don't
not
get to
had
see
that,
that.
though. Most people
Yeah.
haven't.
I was about, even with my grandparents, like, my grandparents was like, you know what I'm saying? Like married, so I never really experienced like
Most
what
of
it
the
was.
time,
Most
it's
people
either
don't.
you either lived in a single household or with both parents. Most of the time, it's
Yeah,
like
most people don't get to see both sides to be able to pick which side is better. That's the thing I'm seeing. So when a person that hasn't seen the other side, most of the time, like when I was in school, I used to get mad at the kids in the suburb. I'm like, bro, why they doing drugs? Bro, like, bro, they got
like,
everything.
y'all have. I used to be mad
Yeah,
at you, like,
and then
damn,
I
y'all got
realized,
everything. Why
I'm
y'all-
like, bro, they parents don't be around. Like bro said, like in a single family household, your parent gonna take that initiative. Like, bro, what you mean your grades ain't good? Nah, let me see their report card. They may never show their parent their report card.
My folks ain't play that.
No, but I'm saying in like a legit suburb,
Yeah.
if you really think about a parent that works at, let's say, a Verizon, got 4 or 5 McDonald's franchises, you think they got time to check your report card? They not there. So guess what that kid goes to? Man, my parents ain't never there. They don't never spend no time with me. They don't do this. Bro, I'm a prime example of that. Me coming from a single parent household, I'm very independent. Kaden like, dang, daddy, like, what's up with me? Like, you gonna spend some time with me? That hit home. Because a lot of times with the double parent household, they don't have time for their kids. Even though they have more time to be with their kids. It's a different
Well, most
aspect.
of the time, if it's a double parent household, only one parent has a lot of time to spend with their kids. Like the mom being a stay-at-home mom, but the dad always gone.
Yeah, it was like that for us, like for a minute. Like, cause my mom, she really stayed home with us until like we got in like middle school, and then she went back to work. And my dad worked all the time.
That's
But on top of that, my dad also made time for us. So like, I'll be looking at it sideways, like, well, my fiance, she be expressing me some things because I don't understand it.
I mean, my thing is, like, me personally, I didn't have mom or dad. When I was born, my mom was locked up for perjury for my dad. You feel what I'm saying? So me and my mom relationship ain't never been like that. But I also seen what she struggled with my other 2 siblings. You know what I'm saying? Providing for them. I was raised by my grandmother. I didn't have to worry about nothing. My grandma took care of me. But at the same time, it's like my independence is based off me watching my mama. You
Gotcha.
feel what I'm saying? So with me seeing her do that, it's like, you know how many women that literally stay in that household, and when that man leaves or that man, let's say he dies, the women struggle, bro. They're lost. So when people like, oh well, your woman bring da 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 da, what happens if something happens to you? Because a lot of men don't have money saved to the side to take care of that household, and if you got a little life insurance policy, that money ran through in the first couple years. Kids are expensive. So when that woman runs out of that money, guess what? She has to pick up an odd-end job because she don't have the education or she never picked up a trade to be able to work for herself. Because when you give them that type of lenience, guess what? I'm relaxed. If I take care of you every day, do you know how to hustle? Be real.
Nah.
You think Boosie's son really out there in the trenches, like really in the trenches? No. But he's living off his dad. Lil Meat, same thing. You think he really up? Bro, no. Their parents put them around those environments, but their parents always took care of them. So it's a difference when somebody didn't have none of that. They hustle gonna be different. You know what I'm saying? Like me, when we first talked with like Pooh and Dre, like when we was talking about their homes, bro, that shit hurts me. Like, no cursing, that hurts me. Bro, they had their dad. Y'all could go ride the bike. Y'all could go, have the conversation.
I be feeling like what really hurt me is like when some people, well, not really hurt. It's like, I ain't even gonna lie, I'm gonna be like dead ass. Like sometimes I be a little jealous of people. Like I would never be able to like completely quit work and go back to school and just go home and stay with my mom. Like I would never have that option just go to college and not have to worry about working and school. You know what I'm saying? Like I would never be able to just be like, oh, I want to focus on my dreams, so I'm gonna live at home right now. You know what I'm saying? That way I can focus. Like I would never have that. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would never be able to do that. Like
in real life for me, like just being
like I gotta
transparent.
hustle and
I took care of my dad when I was a kid. But that man ain't had no money. We was taking care of him because he locked up. Now how that look? You feel what I'm saying? That's different. Like not having a dad to be like, yo, bro, like I got in this situation, like what I need to do. I can't pick up a phone and call him. I can send a letter. He may respond in 2-3 weeks. Let's hope he not in a hole. You talking a couple years compared to 2025. My first child, bro, wasn't there. How you gonna tell me to raise a child and you wasn't there? It's different. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna compare myself to somebody from a double parent household because you have double parent households, like Dre said, where people don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't do nothing. Then you have some that actually take care, but it's like still having the luxury whether my dad was a trash dad or not. Just to say I grew up with my dad. That's something that you can't take from somebody because you still had it. Regardless of how they treated you, it's like even like I be looking at adopted people. Like, why you think they search so hard for their parents? They ain't never seen that person gave up on them. I could never knock them for that because of the fact of I don't know what that felt like. You know what I'm saying? My parent gave up on me, but I still love them. Like when people tell me about the mama thing, like this is me being real. I always say my grandma, my mama. And they like, you can't never say that. I said, y'all got me tripping. Like when I needed something, if I had to call somebody, if I was sick, that's who took care of me. A regular person, man, your mama love you more than anybody else. How?
No.
Because it's perspective. It's how you look at it. It's what your situation is. Nobody's situation is the same. And that's just being transparent. I mean, everybody's situation is literally different. You cannot compare your situation to somebody else. Now, facts-wise, yeah, so a single-parent household, those kids are success stories. But also the other side you got to look at, they make that a success story. If you truly think about it, like people don't like hearing the story of somebody that come from something. Look at Donald Trump. They tried to play him like, oh, well, his dad really wasn't. Yes, his dad was it. It's okay. But people shun the people that have the two-parent household like they didn't struggle. And as I got older, I had to realize both sides. And it's not a knock to neither one of the sides. I understand both sides. But at the same time, I didn't see one of the sides. But at the same time, the struggle still wouldn't be the same. Because if you look at it, one person making money and two people having the opportunity to make money, it's different. Like, you mean to tell me neither one of y'all could get a job?
When?
Like, literally, in a two-parent, that's how y'all look at it. Neither one of y'all could get a job.
No, both of my parents work.
No, I'm just saying in general. So compared to one person trying to find a job and two people trying to find a job, clearly somebody ain't working hard enough. It is what it is.
I just feel like even coming from a two-parent household, we still like grinding was still like instilled, but I just feel like it's a different level of like grind for y'all. Like
no, cause you got single two-parent households that grind harder than us. I know people that I went to school with, bro.
For me personally, I think it's more so about mentality. I think it's about mentality. But I will say my mentality came from not having anything. But also I have a sister who is nothing like me. Like who doesn't have none of the hustle that I have. And you know what I'm saying? So it's just about mentality. Like
and I think it's how people take their situation. Like a lot of people make excuses for their situation. Like my little brother like that. Like he ain't got no hustle in his body. Like my thing is like, bro, I see my grandma struggle. I can't. Like even when it comes to drugs, like my pop, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna do them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't care how many times somebody give me a blunt. Like, bro, I'm good. You feel me? But my brother gonna smoke that. I ain't gonna lie, my brother gonna get active. So it depends on the person. Like, you know, some kids want to jump off the porch. Some want to stay in the house. It's that person. I don't think that we're no different than anybody else. I do think what we see is a little bit different, but also I don't know how I can handle being in a household if like I see my dad with my mama. Like, bro, it's up. Like, bro, I'm smoking.
Completely left from. Doesn't matter how many bodies you have.
You see why I'm over here. He done got to talking.
I mean, I'm being real. He asked a question. Being transparent. That's a conversation that somebody probably needs to hear. It's more about life changing than having fun with me. That's what I do for a living.
Y'all done sucked the air out the room with this one.
Huh?
Y'all done got too all sad and shit.
Hey, bro, relax, bro. Relax. Hey.
They done took all the air out the damn room.
Hey, man, it's a real conversation, though.
It is.
And I think that going back to the double standard, do you think single-parent household people look at double standards differently?
I mean, I think double standards is just in life general. Like this.
What's the one double standard that you just hate?
In race and I mean, like there's double standards.
So what's one you just like? I don't get why people say that. And we all can answer this.
I can tell you one right now.
Papa.
I always think red females are crazy. How can you defer that? How can you defer that?
Excuse me.
I'm Karma.
Oh shit.
I'm Karma.
You're Karma. I'm Karma.
Yeah, I'm Karma, bro.
You're red.
Y'all crazy?
You don't have no crazy in you?
Nah, shit. The way she said, yeah. What's the craziest thing you done to a dude? You say you open, pop it. I'll tell you my truth. I called Dre, told her to shoot the house up. No, what's the craziest thing you done did? No.
Ooh, I ain't heard you stutter before. This is interesting.
I mean, I done
Dang, I
stabbed
wish I still had my phone. Huh?
stabbed somebody.
What? What he did? Hey, Dre, move over a little bit. Look, bro.
It was in his arm.
What? She said that like that's cool, bro.
It's not.
What else you done?
It's not okay.
But I'm saying, what else you done?
You
just like
my sister is like this too. My older sister, she like sometimes like when we get angry, we just black out.
What do he do?
What makes you angry? What is your buttons? You don't. It seems like it don't take a lot to just actually piss you off.
But she said I stabbed her in the arm. It was just in the arm.
Crazy.
I love you. You're beautiful. I like the Dior. Dior.
You got my arm hurt. My whole stab.
Then she took a deep breath. You heard me, Tracy took a deep breath.
She looking like, ow.
I know. I honestly don't even remember what he did.
Oh no.
Ancient history.
So you ever sliced tires?
Mm-hmm.
She said that's normal, bro.
I mean, I feel like that's not that big of a deal. You can get new tires.
Hell no, them shit's expensive.
That ain't a single parent household thing. Like, that ain't what I grew up on, bro. What else you done? You sliced tires, you broke a window.
You ready?
You baby D'd them.
You go straight to Afghanistan, I see.
No, I just feel like sometimes I just be getting so pissed off. But I'm not. I mean, I have way too much to lose now.
Is it build up? Does it build up over time, or?
Sometimes, like when I get like just really pissed off, like it's just hard to bring that down. Like my dad be telling me all the time. He would just be like, there was a situation that happened recently, and my dad was like, "Wow, I can't believe you handled it that way. If this was you a few years ago, I would have probably been having to come to South Carolina to get you out of jail."
So it's been a lot of growth lately.
Oh yeah, like now it would take.
So now I believe the stereotype, Dre. I ain't never heard that one, but now I believe it.
Yeah, I mean it just sometimes you just get so pissed off, you know.
I ain't never got that.
You just black out and just.
No, not me.
Was it love? Or was it just?
No, sometimes you just get mad as fuck. Like.
Are you saved?
That nigga said, "Are you saved?"
This before God or after?
I mean, well, sometimes you have to get saved a couple of times. Like sometimes you lose your path.
Lose your way.
Yeah.
How many times you been saved?
You can just say it more than once.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should do it.
You know, Dre.
I just feel like you should just say it more often.
I want to say something, but I ain't gonna say nothing because my mic over here.
Nah, you can say whatever you want. I just feel like
got baptized, bro. Give me some time to. I'm trying.
People don't change overnight.
Nigga don't change at all.
Bro, I treat women different.
Even
I don't get as angry.
Even when animals shed their skin, they're the same animal.
Bro, if you
This
take
got
me
a
to,
new look.
Nah, if you take me to that point, I'm gonna take it there. But I don't put myself in those situations no more. Like for real. I try to, you know what I'm saying, stay out the way.
The last situation that I had, I feel like I handled it really well. Like my friend Ashley, she did have to come, but it didn't get too bad to where like she had to get out the car.
That's one of your amazing friends.
Yeah, that's actually.
Oh, that's the ride or die.
Yeah, like
She gonna shoot something.
Well, like, cause she called me. Actually, we were supposed to be on the way to the airport, and I just ended up doing a drive-by real quick.
Oh, what?
And when I did a drive-by, I was like, oh no.
I wasn't even here today.
Hey, yo. I felt it deep down that you had some crazy. You had a little bit, and I felt it like deep in my soul.
Why you feel like you
I
like
felt
that?
like you were still off on nigga.
Have you been
Get
hurt?
mad as hell.
I just feel like
Have you
They
been
should
damaged?
make you that mad. That's what you was about to say. They should make you or get you out of character. That's what you about to say. Right?
Yeah.
Why is you so calm saying this?
Crazy. Yeah.
I'm not like that anymore.
You ain't gotta make that face.
I'm not.
I
Like,
can't
I
even
feel like I
fight.
got too much to lose. Like, I'ma just
Cry.
no, fuck no.
So when the last time you got saved?
In
Trying to help us, Dre.
I got saved last month.
July last year.
From where, Dre?
Huh?
From where?
I got saved.
From who?
Holy water, all that.
From where?
Hmm?
From where? What church?
The brook.
What he said.
The what?
The brook.
The Bible says thy body is thy temple. So I wake up at church every day.
You know, matter of
Yeah,
fact, I ain't even gonna say that.
yeah. You think I know nothing?
Nah,
I know a little bit of
I
something.
honestly ain't even gonna trip on that.
Is that,
'cause
is
I
that,
feel
is that
like,
correct, Mr. Preacher, sir? Yeah.
I feel like truly in my heart, I'm gonna pray for you, bro. You know,
As you should.
I do every day for him
That's
and
good.
Pooh and all my friends.
That's good. As you should.
And you say so you got saved last July. What made you do it?
I just got a little bit lost. You know, sometimes you just need to get brought back.
Yeah, I think RK need to too, but he be tripping.
So we're gonna change the subject because
Yeah, the way you just lied.
got
Yeah.
some flashbacks. But so your social media following, you have a pretty big social.
I don't even know where
media
that came from.
That's what I want to know. Where did that come from?
How much for a
Because
shout
it
out?
don't take much to go viral for you right now.
Yeah, and I don't know how that happened. I really don't. Even I was like, literally, me and Ashley was sitting at work last night.
What's up? Who Ashley? Like, what's up?
Ashley, that's my girl. She's at work right now. That's who I was gonna bring her, but she's at work. So literally, we were sitting at work, and I was like, "Ooh, I just hit 44K, right?" And then like last night, it went from 42 to 44.5. Like,
What Ashley
like-
look like?
she cute.
For real?
She got money.
Oh, I don't need her then.
She got 6
You
months.
said you don't need her.
Nah, you want something out in the room. You know what? I'm gonna shut up. I'm gonna let it be.
First off,
It's Ashley.
Now, dude, take heed to the fact that Ashley does sit in the car. And she putting up with shit too.
she looks so happy.
What the fuck?
I wouldn't ruin her life.
See? Scumbag. Why would you ruin her life?
I can be a lot to handle.
A lot of people can be a lot to handle sometimes.
It's about what you are willing to handle.
If I put somebody through something that they shouldn't have to be put through, I
Yeah.
know my woman's worth.
Your woman's worth. What did I tell you? Anyway,
How do you show appreciation to a woman?
what do you mean?
Like,
It's
how
different
you-
ways of
How do you
appreciation.
how do you show appreciation? Just how you show appreciation? Like, what is your thing that you do to make a woman feel appreciated?
It depends, and every female is different.
All
You
right.
can't do the same thing I did for such and such for this person because they got different tastes, they got different wants.
Sound like you running away from the question.
It depends on the person. I said that.
I mean, is it words of affirmation? Do you buy
Words,
gifts?
especially words of affirmation. Like you gotta be able to let them know.
How you dealt with your first heartbreak?
What the fuck is wrong with you? Who the fuck broke my heart first?
Don't look
I
back.
asked
at
your
the
heartbreak.
Yeah. How did you handle it?
Ooh.
Did you cry?
Did I cry? Hell yeah, I cried. I vented. I vented to my brother.
Just know I ain't gonna never let this go.
That's
Go
cool.
ahead.
I shed a tear. That's just something below. I ain't never had. I was the heartbreaker. Then I got my little heart broke. So I had to learn the hard way. But
Have you ever been in love?
Ooh, me and him.
Both of y'all.
have I ever? I've been in love.
Like in love, not just like
In
love with somebody,
love
but
to
in
where
love.
you've come back from the craziest things. Yes, I've been in love. But sometimes you realize all love isn't good love.
Love doesn't bring peace.
I wouldn't want nobody to love me more than they love themselves. If that makes
Ooh, me?
plenty of sense.
Love me.
Nah, because when a person loves you
You
more than they
my
love
thing.
themselves,
You
they'll
definitely gotta love
take
yourself
drastic
more.
they'll take drastic measures and go further than they're supposed to go, and it can always end up bad.
You
If a
definitely
person
gotta love
doesn't, yeah,
yourself
but if a
more.
person doesn't love themselves, it'll never work. Cause the only thing I can do is add. But if you don't love yourself, you'll never be able to love me.
Ooh.
See, scumbag. I know a scumbag. This literally his name in my phone is scumbag.
Are you a good man?
When you're not strong,
Who?
I'll be your
That shit.
friend. And I'll help you.
Our co-host asked you a
carry
question.
on. Lean on me. Huh?
You was asked the
Are
question.
you a good man?
Are you a good man?
To women?
So let's talk about
Because I don't know, it just seems like you're not. The way you keep talking, like the way you was like, I don't want to hurt
A
her.
scumbag.
Like,
so
damn.
let's talk about it.
Big cat.
And Jerry, don't say nothing.
I shut up.
So in my past life, I hasn't always been good to women, but I had to know what it felt like to be hurt by somebody that you truly love, to
You
understand.
sound like you like talking, like looking at the camera, like you speaking to somebody specific.
It sounds like you wrote this shit, right?
Can y'all
You
let
talking
me
to
say, can I,
This shit don't sound written.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I
It
mean,
sound like
you
you
just, like-
rehearsed this shit before.
Bro, I thought you said you was gonna let me be.
Alright,
bro.
my bad.
So yes, as I was saying, I've hurt many souls in my life, and then I got my heart broke, and I realized like what I put so many women through, and that kind of helped me on the journey I'm on now. Cause it's like they say I'm a gaslighter for apologizing, but I feel like I hurt so many people just being how I was. To now it's like I'm going from a good man to being a king. And what I mean by that, it's a different elevation because when you become a king, you're looking for a queen. So you're gonna treat a woman like a queen. And I think that was one of my biggest issues. I didn't look at them in reality like it was just like it's another body.
You know she's smart, right?
I'm being real. Like
You know what I'm
that's
saying though. You know she's
we
smart.
was
as hell.
literally just talking about that before she came.
I understand that, but you know she's smart as hell.
She can be smart.
She know bullshit when she.
I'm
hear it.
being real. Like I've changed so much. Why you think I put out there how to treat
Hey,
women?
listen.
Cause clearly I didn't do it right. Being real.
Listen.
You feel like you know now?
I mean, I feel like I always know. Like, the thing is with me, I've always felt like I'd rather be real with a woman than lie. I don't like dudes that take women on dates and do all of that. I was the one dude in school like, yo, what's up? Like, I'm not about to do all that. What we doing? Because I feel like more times than none, y'all rather a dude be straight up with y'all. Because sometimes y'all want the same thing we want, but a lot of dudes go around it. I'm not going to beat around the bush. But I also realized how toxic that was, and that goes back to women not loving themselves. So it's like now, as I'm getting older, I'm like, what I'm doing to women, I don't want nobody to do to her. So I'm treating women now to a standard of what I would want a man to treat my daughter with.
So let me ask you a question. Let's say you broke some hearts, you say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say some of them didn't recover fully,
Mm-hmm.
and you just text them that whole apology is that the third. You don't think that bring up old emotions and
I think some
All
women,
of them.
I think like
send them back to that dramatic stage?
not
Y'all
necessarily.
was just
I-
talking about this, wasn't y'all?
Yeah, I think traumatically, it depends on the person. Cause like some people want to hear that apology. Like if you even look at it from like, I hate to go this drastic, like when dudes kill people, like the mama be in court, like all I wanted was an apology. And some of them get healed by them getting an apology years later. So I feel like it depends on the person. Like I do agree. Some people may be like, man, nah. But some people really need that to close that chapter because they
I
hold
feel
on
like
to it.
it's not even about, like, if you want to say that, I feel like it's not even about just like from a relationship standpoint. Like, I did so much stuff, like, and don't ask me, I'm not gonna incriminate myself, but
Oh,
I've
we don't do that either.
I've done so much stuff. I really had to
Innocent.
like over the last few years, like I've like searched people down on Facebook to apologize for stuff that I did to them, like not even like what females too, like old friends, like stuff that I've like really did wrong by people, like, you know what I'm saying?
And I feel like that helps.
And
your
just like as me
healing and theirs.
growing, like not only did I apologize for them, but I apologize for me too. Like,
Cause you own enough.
it's been years, but I gotta apologize.
I know you don't care. You
the
like one
way I
the
did
past
them.
is the past.
I apologize for the shit. What happened. We've grown from it.
But that person may not have grown.
Anything you've been through.
They may still be holding a grudge against you.
Because it go both, yeah.
And sometimes that apology just made like.
That's not gonna bother me sleeping at night at all.
It's not. Sometimes it's not for you though. Like.
They may need it.
They better figure it out. I'm not apologizing for something that I did when I was a kid or something that just happened.
I mean, it's certain.
And I don't want no apology from nobody who did something to me because it happened. We've learned, we've grown from it. Certain things you should be able to leave where it's at.
I think the thing with me was it was like looking back on it, like it goes into the gaslighting thing. It's like a girl would be like, "Yo, you did this, this, and this." I'm like, "Bro, shut up! Like you tripping? Like you sound stupid. Like I told you what this was." And it's like, even though I told you what it was, that doesn't stop your feelings. And being in situations where it's like you want somebody and they telling you what it is, when you telling somebody what it is and you still want that person, that hurts. So for me to understand what somebody went through with something like that, it's like, man, I'm sorry, I was wrong. So I mean, I ain't gonna be like, yo, everything you went through, shawty, like that was all me, that's my fault, da 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 da. Like, nah, I'm sorry for what I put you through. I apologize, and I respect what you did. I respect the decision you made. I don't want no conversation though, cause that goes left. But I ain't gonna lie, one of them conversations, Drake, bro, she hurt me, bro. She sent me a paragraph. She said you ruined my life. I was never the same. I was this and that. I'm like, man. And I wanted to put back okay. And you know I sent it to my baby mama, and she laughed.
Some people don't give a fuck. I'm telling you,
She
people
laughed. She literally
just
laughed and was like, that girl still hurt. Like, you got a baby and what? So, like.
Hold on.
She sounded a little bitter.
Hey, no. I can't say she sound bitter. Because she went through some shit because of him.
But the other girl did too, obviously. How is it right for her to determine how much somebody should be hurt?
Yeah.
Like, she has no right to say that girl shouldn't be hurt after so long
I agree.
or anything like that.
Well, I know what he put her through because he done explained it. So I understand she should be still hurt. You ain't shit.
But I am now.
Okay, you wasn't shit.
Thank you. I changed a lot about how I treat women. I feel like, you know what I'm saying? I used to look at it like, bro, man, these dudes suckers that be giving all these compliments and stuff because they be boosting their head. Like, the reason why I ain't really treat women right was because of the fact women thought they was more than what they were in the situation. So what I mean by that, and I'm going to elaborate that because I know Drake gonna want to make this his clip, is, like, you ever spoke to a girl or held the door and she like, nah, I'm good. Like, I don't want you. Like, shawty, you're not even that bad. Like, calm down. That's what I mean by that. And I will put them back in their place. Like, bro, ain't nobody trying to holler at you. Like, you goofy for that. Like, but you have females that literally, you'll hold the door, you will say something nice, and they, I don't want you. Stop talking to me. What you, or they just walk by and ignore you. I'm like, all right. Nah, that was everywhere. I had U.S. Asian girls mad. I'm like, y'all don't look nothing like other state girls, so y'all can cut all that out. And then when I come back here now, like, y'all don't look nothing like Houston girls. Y'all can definitely pipe that all the way down. But I'm just not like that, like, now. Like, I don't. If you feel like you
I
that,
will say girls in South Carolina,
they act like they stuffed on stand.
No, you say it. Please say it.
Ski yee! And that's what they look like. Why do you think
Some
females be like
some
that?
people don't see bigger than South Carolina.
Do you think dudes boost them to be like that, or you think they naturally like that?
I don't know. No, I think that's just them.
So what you doing to do? Like, hey, you're so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. I say that's an issue that me and like dudes that I talk to have all the time because I'm not stuck up like that. Like a man just because he compliments you in the gas station don't mean he wants your number. So like my ex used to be like, why are you showing all them teeth? Because he gave me a compliment. I said thank you, smiled, and kept walking. Like I'm not like that at all.
So are you?
Did you feel like your ex was insecure?
Huh?
You feel like your ex like insecure about?
I don't know if he was
He can make this-
insecure, but I definitely like. Just because I hold a short conversation with somebody, or somebody was talking to me in the store or something, doesn't mean I'm flirting with them or giving them the time of day. Like, I'm just not a stuck up female.
Are you the jealous
Right.
type?
Hmm
So how
I'm
you
very
gonna-
jealous and territorial.
Territorial. I knew she was
So
about to say
how you
territorial.
mad at my man for the gas? So a girl talking to him
It's-
at the gas station, what you doing?
Because
You ain't tripping?
it's different.
You-
How often do
Put 'em
you
up,
see?
put 'em
That's
up,
a
put 'em
double
up.
standard.
How often?
Put 'em up, put 'em up, put 'em up.
How often do you see females walking up to dudes, like starting conversation with them?
Nah, I don't.
I mean, it happens, yes, but
I
it's
had a girl
it's
say
more
my
it's
name.
more often that you see a man walking up to a female, right?
So you gonna
Right.
trip?
So question.
No,
So-
I'm not gonna trip, but I
Pop
mean,
it, Dre.
So if I'm walking, the female say, "Damn, you look nice, you look good," and I smile and show my teeth, it's a problem.
no. I'm saying like, don't do too much.
You gonna be like my man, my man, my man.
Don't. I'll be like, thank you, girl. That's my man.
You might
Thank
want
you,
to.
girl.
You might want to.
Talk about. How do you say thank you, girl? Is it, thank you?
Thank you, girl. I know.
That's still the same thing.
That's kind of a
All right. So
bitch back off.
So what if she try to talk to both of y'all?
I mean, we can have a conversation, but it's just like, is you like, I feel like you just need to know boundaries. Like,
What is your purpose?
Alright, so I had a shorty scream my name one time when I was walking through an event. So my shorty, I got mad. She's like, "Oh my gosh, there you go! Oh my god, girl, he's so fun!" Like, she shouldn't have tripped, right?
What she do?
She's like, "Oh my god, girl! Oh my god, that guy!"
I don't believe this shit at all.
no.
But I'm done.
Fuck out of here.
RK, was I not him? Thank you.
I don't believe RK either.
It's on YouTube, man.
Nope.
I'm-
I ain't gonna lie. I was like that.
I was him, bro. I keep telling you that. I'm Himothy. Being Himothy, gonna forever be Himothy.
I used to deal with a lot of that jealousy type shit though. Coming out of the ring, you gotta take pictures with fans and.
I feel like that. I
females
feel
want-
like if you have a fan due to your career, like that woman should already know what's to come with that. Like,
Oh, so you the
Just
person
like-
walking them out the ring, huh? You do.
I mean, yeah. But I mean, I feel like it's the same thing with Instagram. Like, I feel like you should not be mad at all these dudes under my comments and my pictures.
So what comments
like,
is cool and what comments ain't?
I mean, I'm not responding to them. Now it's a difference if I'm responding to them.
What if I
but, like,
respond? You mad?
What you mean?
Like he like, dang, Shawty, let me take you out, and I'll be like, well, we on a date right now, actually.
Oh nah, I'm a fierce type. But why would you even comment? Why she can't comment?
No,
Why you on
like
my
leave
girl
them where they
page?
at. Like it ain't no comment needed. Period.
So what if a girl coming on his page and like, yo, let me take you on a date?
Leave that shit where it's at.
You ain't gonna bring it up?
No, for
You
what?
better have messages, bitch.
Have you ever checked the phone?
Yeah, I would never do it again.
How y'all
I
be
would
unlocking?
never do that
That's what I'm saying.
shit again.
How y'all be knowing them codes?
Well, this
Cause I got
it
my
was
watch cracked.
it was back when they had the fingerprint.
And you put his fingerprint on his own phone? Oh, you
you
a savage.
Hey, listen, I went through a phone one time and I would advise nobody to.
I done been
do
through
that
a
shit.
couple.
I would never do it again.
I held my chest for 2 weeks.
Hey, bro, I ain't gonna lie. If I get hurt again, I'm calling Drake.
Don't call me, motherfucker. Suck it up and roll.
I ain't
That's all I can tell you.
So do you think your past, like, relationships and the past things that hurt you is affecting you now? Like, finding the right person?
I don't think I've like ever really. I mean, I've been hurt, but not to where like I'm affected by it.
I mean, if you cutting people, you was affected.
No, I'm just saying like I don't feel like I'm affected by it now. Like I don't.
I can honestly say yeah with that.
I'm still affected.
I can say that really affects.
It affects how you think it's
The last thing I went through affects I give a fuck if you stay or go. Like it is what it is. Like I've been through
I
some
think
shit.
my past relationships will like help me like narrow down what I'm looking for, but it ain't affect like I'm not scarred.
So what advice would you give to a woman that's looking for a man and needs like tips on, you know, how to handle that.
How to handle looking for a man?
Like where she should look, or should she even look?
No, I don't think you should look for a man. I feel like the man is just gonna come, and I feel like it's gonna be really unexpected. Like, yeah, it's just gonna happen.
So at the end of our shows, we always ask for everybody to drop one gem. It could be about anything that you want. You could talk about anything you want. I want you to look in the camera, and I want you to tell our people a gem. Anything. It could be motivational. It could be about life. It could be about owning a salon.
A nice little jewel.
Yeah, drop some Dior. I'm looking all this stuff. Huh?
I would say, I mean, if it's gonna have nothing to do with, like anything we talked about, but something that I live my life by is learning is a catalyst to success. But like, in order to be successful, you gotta continuously be learning.
What you learn, you earn.
You can never stop learning.
Yeah, hey, just like that.
Like, subscribe,
share, comment.
share. Please tell Ant he's full of shit and he talks a lot.
Listen, everybody.
Gaslighter.
I know.
6 lies.
I know. Dre don't understand the complexity of how I talk to you guys.
It's a complexity. Tell him
But
spell it.
I know the vision that we have
Tell him
together.
spell it.
COMPLEXITY. Stop playing with me like I'm not him.
I can't make that face.
Cause he can't count. So
I can't count.
alright. Anyway, we appreciate everybody. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Keep following. We're gonna keep coming with it. Donate money to any of our Zelles, Cash Apps, whatever.
Wait.
Because I know y'all ladies keep talking about the 4 for 4. So if y'all donate 5,
We can take somebody out on a better date.
yeah, 2 for 350. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
I know. 2 for 20 at the old Applebee's. That
Not
go
by
next.
me. Not by me. I gotta send some real money. I ain't gonna go. But nah, for real though, we appreciate everybody. Go like, share, subscribe, comment. Shout out to our sponsors. Always tap in with us. We gonna keep them coming.
Then shout out to Carrie D one more time.
Hey, make sure y'all follow her.
Know that.
Tap in with her. You know what I'm saying? Go get y'all lashes done. Go get
No.
y'all. Go get y'all hair did. By them, you know what I'm saying? She got them Yamins and the Yamins. So we gonna rock with y'all. We appreciate y'all. Like, share, comment. We love y'all. Thank y'all.